just say the past year has been interesting. I got married, so yay. Okay, let's all fucking relax. I'm like, do you know what marriage is? It doesn't end well. Like, even when you're together, it's like, but are we? No, it's interesting. Like, I appreciate the applause, but like, it is weird though. Anyone married here? Married people here? When you got married, didn't you notice like there were people who were so excited for you, you were like a little creeped out? Like this one girl, she was like, oh my God, Jamie, I heard the amazing news. God, so awesome. How did you know, girl? How did you know he was the one? I was like, when I was 32 and not married. Just kind of hits you know? There's not a lot of puzzle piecing that goes into this. It's not like a world of whimsy. It's just kind of like a sad reality. Like, have you ever been to a wedding where like the bride is wearing a tiara and you're like, I'm sorry, what are you the princess of? Giving up? Like, what are we doing? Are you the Kate Middleton of settling? Calm the fuck down. Like, you have a problem. She's like, it's my big day. I'm like, it's your medium day. Like, relax, you idiot. You fucking toolbox. Saying to a married person, like, how did you know he was the one? That's like going up to a first grader and being like, how did you know you wanted a My Little Pony? It's like when Brittany, Ashley, Jennifer, and Jennifer's friend got one, okay? Like, the horse isn't that great. I just don't want to be the only bitch without something to brush. You know what I mean? Like, that's kind of where I'm coming from. I don't know if that's a soured reality. My husband's great. He's great. No. No, it's fun. I like being married. I really am. I'm very like pro marriage. I think it's really great. Like you really like, you start to like build a foundation and that stuff's exciting. But I'd be lying if I said I don't like constantly think about hooking up with other people. And I just want to put, it's a very normal thing and I wish more people would talk about it. But you know what? It's not that the hooking up, it's a very specific thing that I crave. It's not like the touch of a new person. I don't give a shit about that. It's that when someone doesn't love you, such as someone in a hookup situation, when they don't love you, they're willing to take a risk. You know what I mean? Like, my husband won't choke me because he like wants me to live or whatever, and that's like fucking basic and irritating. Like, I miss like the hand coming up, and you're like, oh my God, is he gonna insert an Invisalign? And then it just stops at your neck and you're like, this is so much hotter than straight teeth. And, you're like, take my breath away. Like, it's just fun,
All right, welcome to the show, The Nonsense for Your Conscience.
Yes.
Cheeks, Shots, Simply NES.
Oh, it's Simply NES now. Okay.
That's how you said it last time. And
we were supposed to do the super.
Nah, she don't want super.
Nah,
so
I don't need to be
Simply
Super NES. Let's leave that.
Can we do Simply?
Send it to now.
Yo, today's show we got Let's Turn the Dial. That was a good segment that people
Let's
like.
Turn the Dial. Yeah.
Tricking Gone Wrong. That's the Le'Veon. Did you guys get to hear? You got to hear the Le'Veon Bell audio?
No.
No.
I
Okay.
don't think
So we're gonna play the Le'Veon Bell audio and dissect that. Artist spotlight is your boy.
Alejandro Aranda, also known as ScaryPoolParty.
ScaryPoolParty. How'd you discover this dude, real quick?
I actually through a YouTube channel that hosts a couple of independent artists, and I knew him as ScaryPoolParty, but then American Idol picked him up this year. I had no idea, and it was a nice surprise.
Okay, so we'll listen to his songs, and then we got a prank call from Vincent Demayo. So
Big
sounds
Vinny.
like yeah. So
It's good to see y'all.
Sounds like a good show. Prior to us starting this recording, I showed up a little late. I fell asleep.
Cause you old.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking my age is catching, and you know what I mean. You told
Which
me
is hilarious. He's the youngest one here.
And we taking naps. I
Yeah.
take naps now whenever I can. I need a nap.
Yeah, naps are good.
So you think it's an age thing? What are you saying, Chaz?
That's what I'm thinking about, because there would be times where I came home and I'm watching the Yankee game and I could watch all 9 innings, or even movies. Like movies now I have to watch in kind of like segments, yeah. And then I fall asleep, and then you have to pick up the movie right where you left off.
A movie's an episode now. To me.
Yeah.
Like a movie will last me a whole week.
Yeah. I forgot what movie I was watching, but yeah, I had to I fall asleep, and then when you start to play it again when the next day, and then you pick it up right where you left off.
Well, do you think that's just because you don't get enough sleep at night?
It's probably the job. That's what I think it is. I'm pretty sure.
I don't know. Then they set you up. Like, if you go to a movie theater now, see, back in the day it was cool, kind of mysterious and nice with the big theater and it's all dark. Now you're setting me up. You got the comfortable seat that reclines.
The recliner.
You get the lights going down.
Yeah.
If they don't keep that, that's why they keep it so fucking loud. To wake up all the old people in there. Like, oh shit, a big gun explosion or some shit. That's what keeps me awake now.
Those type of seats, though, put you to sleep, though.
No, I don't know. I sleep weird. So it's like I could go maybe 3-4 days out the week with like maybe 4 hours of sleep and just be up. And then maybe like when my days off, I just cram it all back in.
Yeah. Is there stuff that prior in your youth that you were able to do that you just can't do anymore?
Yeah, I can't go out no more and just hang out late at night.
No.
And not regret it in the morning. I regret it all the time now.
Right.
I
Even
regret
this
every
one,
moment.
we're starting this podcast pretty early because Ness had shot us a text saying, yeah, we got to do it early because she got to go to sleep also.
We got things to do, man.
Yeah, because it's like I got to be to work at 5 a.m. It's kind of rough with the turnaround sometimes, like in having a social life. Like you can't hang out till 3:30 and then go home and be like, let me take a quick nap. It's not gonna work out.
Hurts. You remember when you was like a teenager and in your 20s when you used to be like, fuck it, I'm up until like 4 or 6 in the morning, fuck it, I'll get maybe 2-3 hours of sleep and you get up for work.
Like I have a great story about it. I was hanging out one night in Flushing somewhere and excuse me, we drinking, smoking, carrying on, and this is before I had a car. So I had to get on the train and take the bus, or I think I took a bus to another bus. And I was on the bus talking to the bus driver because it's like the middle of the night, nobody's on the bus any fucking way. And I'm like, Jam, I gotta get to work. I gotta be to work at 8. And I was like, I can't sleep though. And he's just like, you ain't gonna make it. I was like, nah, if I go home, take a shower, I could get dressed and I could get back to work. And he's like, you ain't gonna make it. And I went home, made a decision, got myself together, put my clothes on, I'm going back to work. And walked back to the bus stop and ended up catching the same fucking bus that I was just on.
Same guy.
And he said, oh shit, you made it.
Yeah, but you can't do that now.
Can't do it
Probably
now.
not.
You can't do that.
Man,
not without. But it's different now. The type of job that I had then, it was like, it wasn't telemarketing. I think I was doing sales. So people would call and you're sitting at a desk. It's like you can nod off in between your calls. Now I drive for a living. So I need sleep because you don't want to be fucking driving and you fall asleep when you're driving because it's happened to me a few times.
I can't hold on to my shit anymore.
No?
What?
I can't hold on to my shit anymore, man. If I have to shit, I got to give myself 30 minutes max. Before I'd be like, let me just scrunch that down, fuck that. And then you wait a whole day if you want to. Now, I gotta plan out my shits. I fart more. I'm like, I'm farting so much. I'm like, but I'm such a tiny person. Why is this happening to me? I take my time with everything. You gotta
get regular. You need fiber.
Yeah, what's going on with your fiber? I started taking fiber. If you want to talk about that.
I don't even pay attention anymore. I'm starting to pay attention now.
Yeah.
Like, 'cause now I call myself, I'm drinking Budweisers, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I used to make fun of people who did that. Now I see it on sale. I get all excited. It's another thing with age. I get all excited. Oh, a sale.
Right.
And I'm like, that's like the excitement of my day. It used to be me going out, maybe chasing some pussy or something. Now it's like, oh no, I'm gonna go pick up that 12-pack for fucking $9.99.
The previous podcast, and when we were talking about the Rabs and Sage, you said your rabbit skills have been off lately. Is that due to age? You think?
I think so. They talked about in the late. In your 30s and late 30s, early 40s, your testosterone level starts dropping, and I started feeling that. Then I started buying all this experimental shit in the bodega.
You think you have like erectile dysfunction?
That's what I was thinking. Like I had ED or some shit. But then I bought all these other things. I just need some extra vitamins. Yohimbe bark, little horny goat weed.
What's that shit that everybody used to take back in the day? Tiger Bone.
Yeah, all that. That shit still works.
The horny goat weed.
I get the 4-pack extends. I love that shit right now.
What the fuck is that?
I used to get the what's the other shit? 10 hard days? Hard 10 days?
The Chinese.
Yeah, shout out to the Chinks, bro. I love those guys. I used to get that. That's not really working for me anymore because they sell a bunch of fake ones. You don't know which one's real.
But see, that's such some catfish shit. Like, I know guys, now that I think about it, in retrospect, when we were young, I think guys used to fucking take that shit and then you go out with them and you be like, oh, he could fuck for hours. You full of shit. You're popping pills.
Yeah.
Like, you can't do that for real.
Yeah, my girl.
You're selling me a dream here. I'm thinking you're special.
My ex called me one day. She's like, what's that? I was like, oh, this is a man vitamin. That's all I could say. And she's like, she knew what it was. But you know what? She's the one getting dug out, so she ain't gonna say nothing bad. She's like, yo, do what you gotta do. Thank you, baby, for not judging me.
The other thing, when I was selling the V's, it would always I would always go to those dudes that would always go, I don't eat that.
Niggas is mad sensitive about it.
My classic was, I said, I didn't say you needed it.
Right.
You know, it's
just try it.
Yeah, this is just here if you want to have fun.
You want to be a porno star one night? You want to go crazy? It's the anniversary?
Yeah.
Go crazy. Pop that V.
I sold a bunch in The Rock.
Did you now?
Yeah, I was.
You gotta be kind.
Tell.
Yeah, I can't even.
Well, you done opened the door. You might as well finish it.
But I'm not gonna say who I sold it to.
I wouldn't tell you to sell them out on the radio.
There's a few.
Has sex changed with your age?
There's a few people that you probably know that. Yeah, but I'm not gonna.
Well, I don't know them in the biblical sense, so I really don't give a shit.
It's hilarious though.
But like in retrospect, in my previous relationships, I've dealt with guys, and it's like you find it randomly when you're cleaning up and saying, you're like, what the fuck?
Has sex changed in your age?
I
don't care about experimenting with all the positions. I used to try to do all the positions I could think of.
Yeah.
Just to see if I could do it.
What do you get? Like,
I don't really give a fuck. Yeah, no, you gotta stretch.
You gotta
nowadays.
stretch first.
Yeah. Like you start doing Cirque du Soleil shit because you got a cramp coming in, and
you
she's
like,
oh
oh,
man,
Charlie horse.
It's like, oh shit, this guy's like he's like a ballerina on the low. It's like, nah,
rub it out.
It's terrible, and then you're still trying to stroke at the same time and keep a hard on. Fucking ridiculous. So now you just stay in one type position. It's like, let's just get this done. It feels good to you? Yeah, it feels good to me. Let's just keep it this way. Just
What about is there certain like getting older, certain foods you can't eat anymore?
Oh yeah, my whole body tolerance for everything is just ridiculous. Like when I started losing all the weight that I lost, I can't eat beef like that no more.
Beef?
Yeah.
The fucks with you?
Yeah, it was crazy. Like,
get out of here. I'm like a carnivore.
I had a night one night when I had ate some beef and I couldn't fucking sleep. My stomach hurt so bad.
Oh, you couldn't digest it?
I guess not. I guess it was too long for me not have it. And it's weird because it's like I can have it sometimes. I guess I have to have it in moderation. Like I could have it and it'll be cool.
But maybe did you have like a thick, like was it sliced thin?
No, I'm not even
going
to talk about what it was. It was like, but I just...
Would you go to the Chinos?
No, absolutely not.
You don't fuck with the Chinos.
Not.
Yeah.
If it ain't French fries or rice, you can keep it. I don't even trust the vegetables. Like, I don't trust nothing.
Yeah.
I don't even trust the broccoli no more. Like,
oh man, the broccoli. Yeah, since when did broccoli get expensive? I ordered a small broccoli, and it was like $6. I'm like, what?
Because everybody's on that vegan.
Yeah. What you got with the broccoli with brown? What is the brown sauce?
I don't know.
That's what used to get me scared. I was like, why don't you guys give me a name that I know instead of a color?
Right.
They said, let me get some red sauce. Let me get some brown sauce. I'm like, what is that shit, bro? We have no idea. That could be like gravy of dog. You know, like that could be anything.
That's why I usually get broccoli and garlic sauce.
You ever ordered a poo-poo platter?
No, I don't eat.
Yeah. Like I've always seen it. I've never, but just
like people order egg foo young. I'll be like, what the fuck is that?
I used to be one of those cats. I used to try to order the weirdest shit on their menu. I'd be like, let me get that fucking weird duck shit that you got over there.
No, thank you.
They don't even eat that shit.
They don't eat none of the shit that they sell us.
Yeah.
Because you see the cooks come out sometimes and they eat their own shit. It's nothing that's on the fucking menu. The only thing that's on the menu that they're eating is the
rice.
white rice. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The rice,
It's lots of vegetables, my friend. Remember in the furniture store?
Yeah.
Oh, you don't want the food that we order. I said, I want to eat what you eat. I ordered it. And he was like, nah, you don't want it. It's lots of vegetable. Lots of vegetable. Maybe fish, little fish. I was like, how do you know? They think that Americans just eat red meat and fried chicken and
hamburgers,
nasty shit and that's
French fries.
Yeah. There is no American food though. There really
meatloaf.
Yeah, like
I love the milkshake. You know, and a burger and a wiener. You know, hot dog.
Yeah, those are like but there's no American.
No, American food to me is like meatloaf, casseroles, shit like that. Stuff that you watch TV and they're at Thanksgiving and they're turkey and
apple pie.
Yeah.
Good as old apple pie.
Good old fashioned American.
What about pizza?
Cuisine.
Does that fuck with your stomach? That fucks with my stomach hard now.
Nah.
I can't even.
All that oil, that grease from the cheese.
I don't know what it is, man. That shit just fucks me up.
Could be the cheese.
I don't know what it is, but
nah, I'm pretty good with pizza.
Yeah.
But like I said, I changed my diet and for a while, so a lot of the shit that I was eating, I wasn't eating a lot of outside food and stuff like that. So now when I try certain things, it's like it's not. My body's just like nope, reject.
Right. You scared to get older? Like as far as
Not really.
no.
It's like it's inevitable. Like why would I be scared of something that's gonna
I
happen
don't know.
eventually?
People always look at it like, oh man,
I'm knocking on death's door.
Yeah, like you're getting closer to death.
I mean, you don't know when you're gonna die, so you don't know how close you are to it.
I'm not scared as well. I just don't want to lose my mind or like get crippled.
Yeah, like I don't
That's
want to
it.
have amnesia.
Right.
I don't want to be one of what's that shit that not dementia. What's the other
Alzheimer's.
one? Well, Alzheimer's.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like
Yeah, I
I
don't
just
want none of that.
no.
It's true.
You don't want to be in pain.
I don't want to be in pain, and I don't want to bring
don't wanna
pain to my
suffer.
family.
Right.
Like, oh, fuck. Because I'm crazy already.
Right.
So imagine a real fucked up Chico. Ah, man. And I'm all old and shit. Got to wipe my ass. I'm going to put it in the will. Like, if you check off all these things, I'm fucked. I'm shitting on myself. I'm fucking Alzheimer's.
You're
dementia,
a big fan of
then
that.
shoot me. Like, shoot me. I'm going to have a shotgun ready to go, all shined up. Just shoot me in my face. Or just leave me alone in the room.
You think people should have the option of whether they want to?
Yeah, I'm down with that. The Jack of all kin thing.
Yeah.
Especially while they're sane. If they
Right.
can make that decision. Because I have patients. I'm in the medical field, and I've known a lot of patients who said, look, there's no reason for me to live
Well,
anymore.
they still have that. Technically,
You know?
that's that DNR. Do not resuscitate. Like
Well,
if
that's it.
if I fall under, just leave me
There's
under.
certain states that do what with the Jack of all kin thing where they'll actually allow that.
Right.
But technically, yeah, the DNR is as close
Now,
as you get,
what-
or a hospice.
Are you familiar with his case?
To a degree. Only
Where
what was on the
was he at?
television.
Like what state was he in?
I can't
Wasn't
remember.
that like Texas or something?
And what
That's right.
what
I
was
don't know.
his story was that he was killing, he was knocking people off.
Yeah, he was doing them a favor.
If they came to him and said, "I don't want to live anymore," blah blah blah
Because
blah blah.
but it was because their
Yeah,
medical
not
condition.
just
He
because
wasn't-
I'm depressed. I lost
Like,
my
there
best
was,
friend.
There was a list
yeah.
of reasons. Yeah.
Okay, and then because I'm not too familiar with, so then he got convicted of killing people.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
you can't do that.
Yeah.
And he just like I think.
Is he still alive
I think
or
he
he
got in
died?
trouble at first.
I don't
It's
know.
a good question actually.
Yeah.
I would Google it, but
I
my
know
phone's
Al
dying.
Pacino played him in a movie
And he
on the HBO.
I think he continued it like on some, like yo, I gotta do this for the people. Like he got himself in trouble and then like he's free and he still did it. Like he just wouldn't stop.
When you go to these lounges or these clubs or you're hanging out, you always notice yourself like yawning.
Oh no, he died.
Now that I'm older,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, yeah.
like
He
yeah.
died in Michigan,
Michigan.
How long
That's where it
ago?
took place.
2011, June 3rd,
It
2011.
felt like it was a few years ago.
They
yeah,
called him
word.
Dr. Death.
Yeah,
Dr.
Dr.
Death.
Death.
Yeah. That's what it is because they tried to paint it like he was a serial killer, like he
Right.
was getting kicks off of this shit. And I don't think that was the case at all, really.
So he was not part of no cult or some David Koresh shit.
And I
Right?
think
I
nah.
don't think so, but he would do voluntary euthanasia. That's what he got convicted of, second-degree murder. He served 8 years in prison. He was paroled June 1st, 2007. He was paroled on the condition that he would not offer advice, nor participate, nor be present in any act of or type of suicide involving euthanasia of another person, as well as neither promote nor talk about the procedure of assisted suicide.
That's just heavy duty, man.
Yeah.
That's just some real
Has your,
heavy
has your
shit.
taste buds changed since you got old? Like you, when I was
I
young,
eat
I
a lot
was
more stuff.
I was afraid to try certain things.
Yeah,
but now I
ate-
just try.
I ate all that Indian stuff that I
Right.
thought smelled bad. Now
Right.
I'm
like
like
the
turned
chicken
on to
tikka
it.
masala and all that.
Like
Yeah.
I know those names now. Like
Yeah.
straight up, I didn't know none of that shit.
Was it
Sushi, all that
doubles?
stuff. Doubles, like
Doubles,
that's
yeah, I
the
would
West
never
Indian
try
stuff.
that when I was younger, and then-
Roti?
Because it
Shop,
looks
yeah.
disgusting.
Bus up shop, right?
Yeah, the bus up shop shorty or some
Yeah,
shit like that.
roti. Yeah.
You got all types of stuff,
Nah, I
man.
ate all that shit when I was little.
Yeah.
I had no choice.
Yeah.
I loved all that
Oh,
stuff.
you was raised on that shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, see? So you know, the thing is
Oxtails,
that
curry.
we was just classic. Like we could have just been white boys from we're Spanish, but we could have been white boys just growing up in Queens, New York.
You do that?
And
You try
and this
different
was a
foods now
foreign
that
thing
you
to
got
us.
older, or you kind of stay in your.
I mean, I tried. It depends on the situation. Like, I gotta be in the mood to try something new. Sometimes it's like But lately, no, probably not.
What about your taste in like entertainment? Like you watch more dramas that you gotten older? I know I do. Now
I like
watch
more documentaries.
Yeah, me
now.
too. I go to
Stuff. Like, and if I do
documentaries,
watch
yeah.
some, it's documentaries. Yeah, I
Right.
stopped watching
What
things.
about your humor? Has that changed? Like, can you remember like
Nah, I think
Stern
I'm more
used to do?
sicker.
He used to got like, oh, it's got sicker.
Yeah, I don't like
Like
the,
even
I don't-
like the hand. What about when he used to make fun of like handicapped people? You can't laugh at that shit no more, though, right?
No,
Like,
I still can.
You still do?
As long as you're not picking on anybody right then and there.
Yeah, that
like I
doesn't
don't like
bother you?
I don't like a bad prank phone call where like they're really messing with somebody's brain or something like that. And
Yeah.
if it's funny, it's funny. Don't get me wrong, but there's certain things where I feel like you're a bully.
Yeah.
But I love it if you're just joking, man. It's like
Yeah.
Adam Schultz. He just had he cracked a few jokes on the person having the seizure in the audience.
Yeah.
You know, so you can do it.
Yeah.
But you got to be in that right. You got to know what you're prepared for.
Yeah,
There's
but-
another guy that his whole set is nothing but dark humor. He's on
You
Netflix
think
right
if
now.
the lady died, he would have felt some type of way though, or
Nah, he probably would have cracked a joke about
He
it.
would have felt bad, but him being a professional comedian, he would have figured out a way to make it funny.
He's the guy that
He'd have been like,
opened
shit,
up.
I'm knocking him dead.
I'm
Or,
killing
you know.
him. Yeah, I'm killing it tonight. Yeah, whatever. Boom,
Right.
boom, tss.
For the audience, that's the guy that what episode we used his audio
I
to
think it was
open
the
up one
second
of the
episode,
episodes.
right? It was
Yeah.
the Cody Chestnut episode, I believe.
I believe so too.
It hit it the thing.
Yeah,
hit
yeah,
it to the
yeah,
left,
yeah,
hit it to
yeah.
the right.
So
Right.
he did a set where a lady had a seizure
in the audience.
in the audience,
Yeah.
and he kept
Performing.
He kept performing, and he kept
Didn't he think
picking
she was
on
a
the lady.
heckler at first? And then he found out that she was actually
Right.
having a seizure.
Right.
And then like she was pulled out, whatever, for medical reasons. I think she was taken care of. And he kept on, and then I think one person, was like, oh, this was wrong and whatnot, and made a big deal about it, whatever. But that's the thing, you always
There's
gonna
always
have that.
one person.
Yeah.
It's like you can't make everybody happy.
It's like that's how it used to be all the time for comedian sets, but nowadays with this whole PC stuff going on, now that one person is gonna say something.
Right.
Instead of just being quiet or just leaving, like I don't want to be in the show no more. Now they're gonna stand up like it's fucking Facebook
No,
or
to
Instagram.
me,
Be
it's like-
let my opinion be heard right now because I'm right.
No, everything is like wham, 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 wham.
Yeah, the
like,
ambulance. Everyone's calling it ambulance.
You're fucking babies. Like, grow the fuck up. Let it go. It's a joke.
I
If
think
you don't
this
like
phase
it,
is gonna
leave.
phase out soon. I'm hoping.
I don't think so. Because
Yeah.
it's like, it's getting worse.
Yeah.
Everybody's entitled. They
Yeah,
feel.
son, yeah.
I think it's gonna come to an end soon because I'm starting to see more comedians like Adam Schultz and all these guys coming back. The real's coming back soon. People getting tired of it. You'll see, because it's boring. It's boring to be Disney. It's boring to be all this so-called PC shit. Because there are two sides to a story. It doesn't mean that people are wrong. Having an opinion is okay, but you don't make it, the gospel. You don't make it virtuous on everybody.
It's not. Damn, I
Damn,
left
it
my
got mad
windows
dark,
open.
bro. It
Yeah,
got
they said
mad
it was
dark
supposed to
outside.
thunderstorm.
Oh wow, it's like fucking
There it is.
Batman just came
Started.
over.
Started.
No, I
right
saw
now.
it right here,
I
but I'm
wasn't
like,
ready.
fuck,
There
my
it
back
is.
windows are open.
So yo, tell me about this guy that you got lined up for us, because you're in charge of Artist Spotlight, and a big reason we do Artist Spotlight is just to kind of promote somebody that's not too big, not too mainstream, that we listen to, because we don't get to hear these type of people on the radio. So who's this guy that you
Yeah,
got for us?
Alejandro Aranda. He's big. He's second place winner on American Idol, but I didn't know this at all.
Okay.
I knew him at ScaryPoolParty. I actually want to contact him to try to get him on the show, on the podcast.
Too late for that.
But yeah, now he's blown up. So
Right.
anyway, yeah, I'm gonna introduce him to y'all. I knew him as an independent artist. He's a singer-songwriter. He creates everything he makes. He does. He's a great musician, great piano player, great guitar player. He's in his 20s. He's a Mexican kid out in California. I think it's Pomona, California, and he's a dishwasher. But he's a goddamn genius.
He was a dishwasher.
He was a dishwasher, and he's a genius. He's a freaking genius. I know my music. We'll get back to you.
What's the song that you're gonna?
It's gonna
do?
be Out Loud. I think we're gonna decide. We have to discuss this. We're gonna
No.
decide to do
Tell
Out
me
Loud
right
the
now.
audition.
Out Loud right now.
Whether he did the audition, it's called Out Loud. That's the
Out
name of the
Loud.
song.
That's
Or we're
the
gonna
first
play
song we're gonna get
the
into.
recorded track. But the song is called Out Loud.
Out Loud. All right, let's listen to this song. Out Loud. Scary Pool Party?
Alejandro Aranda.
Ananda.
Scary Pool Party.
Hold me closer than your fantasy. I can try to be the one you love and need. I'm feeling sort of like a burden. I feel it in my heart. Are you letting go of me now?
Alejandro Ananda.
Aranda.
Or Aranda.
Or Aranda.
We're not 100% sure of the last name
I think
at
it's
the moment.
Aranda.
Out
Yeah.
Loud. That's a great song. That's really good. That,
Yeah, yeah, how he plays,
Yeah.
man. And he makes all his own stuff. He makes all his own beats. The guy does electronic music. He plays classical music.
Has he got an album out?
Well, I knew him through the YouTube and the music through the YouTube stuff, and
Right.
I know he has a SoundCloud. But he's making an album right now, and just a couple of days ago, which I'm gonna play as the last song.
Okay.
He just released his first, like, I guess you could say his
Studio.
first Vivo
Video.
yeah, type of thing.
Right.
And it's one of his old songs that I know from back in the day, but they're picking up on all his original material, letting him produce himself. It's
As
beautiful.
they should.
Right.
It's
right.
beautiful.
Right.
The guy's a real talent. I think music needs this, you know. The death of all these great artists,
He got that.
you know, left a hole.
He definitely got that John Mayer thing, man.
Yeah, I always say it's like he's like if Sade and John Mayer had a baby.
Yeah, John Mayer.
Yeah, he
man.
has a definite vibe. I can
Yeah.
dig it.
It's pretty cool, man. That was good.
It's hard to find cats like that now.
He's very talented.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
hard to find that. Like, and you can see he's like, he genuinely loves music and he knows his stuff. The guy said like his three people that he looks up to is Trent Reznor, Chopin, and Sebastian Bach. Like, who says that? A kid, especially in his 20s, you know? And he taught himself how to play,
Yeah.
homeschooled, all
I
that
love
stuff.
Trent Reznor too, man. He's fucking
Yeah.
great. Yeah. You listen to any of his shit or no? He does a lot of soundtrack stuff.
Well, that's the
man.
whole thing. I listened to when he was down with the band, but his solo stuff, I haven't really.
Yeah, he
dove
doesn't
into it.
do any, as far as I know, any recordings anymore. It's just all orchestra stuff.
Wow.
He did the last thing that Trent Reznor did that I saw was this movie called Mid-90s. He did the soundtrack, which was Jonah Hill's directorial debut, which the soundtrack was pretty cool. Yep, so look out for that. But we're gonna get back into him. What was the song called? Down and
Out Loud.
Out Loud. Good
Dope
shit,
track,
man.
Good
shit.
kid, man.
Yo,
Good. Support him. He's on tour right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, definitely. So we'll get back into him. This next segment, I like to call it "Trickin' Gone Wrong."
Yes.
And what I got is the lady,
Tricking like playing a trick, or tricking like I'm
you-
tricking on a chick.
like you tricking on a
Well,
chick.
tricking goes both ways.
Right.
Can you explain that to the people who might not know what that
Yeah,
means?
what's the definition of tricking? Like, do you got that? That's kind of like you.
Tricking, it's like you spending your money on somebody trying
Right.
to get them
Right. Exactly.
get them to do things or whatever it is that you're trying to get out of that situation.
Exactly. So, Le'Veon Bell, the famous running back for the New York Jets, he just signed with the New York Jets. Was, I guess, splurging on a female. Or, well, I'll let you hear the audio, and he had to call the cops because, like I said, this is tricking gone wrong. So, I'm a big New York Jets fan. And
He had to call the cops.
He had to call the cops.
Okay.
And this is the audio of him calling the cops.
Oh man. It's not like the days of O.J. Simpson, huh?
Nah,
Okay.
Well, it's kind of serious. You got to get the police.
Oh man, but now the football players are calling in. Not
Everybody's calling in nowadays. It seems like.
Oh,
Okay, so here it is.
She just kept on being all in my face. I'm telling you.
911, what's the address of the emergency?
Hollywood, Florida.
Oh, okay. Tell me exactly what happened.
Well, I had two girls in my house, and I got up, did my normal routine to go work out.
Okay, so to set it up real quick, he's calling he had two females in his house, and he got back from whatever, God knows what he was
He's a
doing.
little shaken up in his voice, just a little bit. He's
He
trying to
definitely
play
is.
it off.
He definitely is. And here we go. Let me continue with this.
He's trying to remain professional on the phone.
So I left the workout for a couple hours. When I came back, they took my money, they took my watch, my jewelry, a couple more things of value out of my house, and I don't know where they at. And I tried to call them before I called you guys. I tried to call them, and they're not answering me, and they're ignoring me.
So long story short, he got robbed. You trusted the wrong people in your crib.
Right.
So how's this tricking going wrong?
He was just
He
basically.
think he got 2 bros at the house
Right.
waiting for him.
Right.
Well, that's just stupidity. Like, if you don't know females and this is the type of lifestyle that you're living, you don't just have any old broad just come up in your crib and just chill there.
Well, now he knows that.
So is this
Now
like
he
you
knows.
said?
You had to learn it the
You
hard
just
way.
brought up if you don't know females. Is this common? I mean, I hope this isn't a common behavior by women.
Didn't Cardi B admit that she used to do that when she was
A
stripping?
lot of people,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure, used to do that type of thing. If you figure, oh, he's famous, he'll never see me again, like little old me, like, come on.
Dude, everyone gets their little, devilish hustle on the side,
But regardless of the fact, like, I don't let anybody in my house if I don't trust them. And I don't even have shit like that. Like, you
Right.
just don't leave
You just don't do that.
some random person in your house. Who leaves
Is that
randos in
something
the
that
house?
famous people do where they like, let me just leave her sleeping or let me
Yeah, because
leave
it's the image
I
from the
don't
movies
know.
and whatnot.
Right,
You leave a
'cause-
naked, drugged up bitch on the fucking sofa and the
I
floor.
think that's male ego. Like, I'm me. This person ain't gonna do this to me because I'm me. Like, no, you don't trust nobody in your crib. Like, listen, when I get up, you get up. I used to have a
where did he
rule when I
go?
was dating.
Like they said that they took my wallet. Where would you go without your stuff? You know what I
Well,
mean?
I mean,
what are
he
you
probably
doing?
didn't need his wallet. He could have went to go work out down the block. You don't know
Yeah, I'm gonna
how
go
far
work
he
out,
went.
Yeah. Or
He probably didn't
what if he
need
was
whatever
in
he
his own
needed.
crib?
He could have been.
And they just wow.
I'm on the east wing, they're
And
on
they
the
charged
west
his
wing.
card for an Uber ride to get the hell out of there.
Could have.
Oh, that's beautiful.
So what was the rule that you before you said you had a rule?
Yeah, when I
you-
used to date, like, if I hit the level where I would let a gentleman spend the night at my house, you had to be up and out before my children woke up.
Okay.
And I could have been, like, all in deep lust with you.
Right.
I don't give a shit.
You want the kids to see.
You gotta be out of here before these babies get up because ain't no, this is Uncle so-and-so. No.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. So
I like that rule.
Yeah, get out.
I like that.
You can sleep a little bit, but you need to go.
Yeah.
Appreciate you.
My shorty did that because she had the kids and she didn't want to mess up anyone's head. So, and I liked it because I just didn't want to be in her crib for too long. So it worked out
It
perfectly.
worked out perfect for you.
Yeah.
Well, most of
Okay.
the time it's like, it's just like, if you're not at that level where you're introducing children, it's like they don't need to see you spending the night because most kids is inquisitive. Like my oldest son, I believe it was, I had a gentleman friend. He used a toothbrush before he left, and I was like, "Oh, just leave the toothbrush in the thing." My son dead up looked and was like, "Whose toothbrush is that?" Because there's an extra toothbrush, and I'm like, "Why
not
are
part of
you
the pattern.
noticing?"
I would have noticed
Extra
it.
toothbrushes. But I mean, I guess if you're looking, there's always 2 or 3 toothbrushes and now there's 4. It's like, well, whose toothbrush is that? So yeah, whatever.
All right. So this is what happened. This is the next part of the the audio.
When did this happen?
This happened today.
No. Okay, what all did you say was taken? I know you said money.
So money, my jewelry, and other things of value. So like clothes, shoes, just like other things of value around the house, like things that I use. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
But really, clothes, shoes, money.
Okay, what is the
Clothes, shoes, money,
total?
and my jewelry.
What is the total estimated value of the items?
Oh, like $1 million.
Damn, $1 million. He just got
clothes, money, and shoes.
$1 million. So what do you think? They backed the fucking like a U-Haul up to his place because $1 million is
Money, clothes, and shoes.
Not really.
They
If I
buying
mean,
expensive
depending
stuff.
on his jewelry, if you had a chain that was $250,000, you're already that's $250,000 right there.
Then again, he might be inflating it.
Yeah, you could be
Because
dragging it a little bit.
He's not a smart guy.
Clearly.
You don't think so?
Yeah.
Duh.
We'll just have at first
Is it
of all,
smart to leave randoms in your house?
he's
And then who's to say she was even a random? It could have been one of those things. He could have been in a legit relationship with the female, and she could have found out he was doing some slime ball shit, and she said, "Oh, you want to be a slime ball? I'm gonna be a slime ball too."
yeah, and he's a kid trying to experience some movie fantasy. He don't know what the hell he's doing.
Pretty much, like you don't know what the particulars are. Like there's too many
Same
variables.
College football, kiddo. This
In
is
the words of
Hollywood.
Cardi B, I need questions. Like
So you
there's
talk about
too
it.
many variables.
You don't feel bad for whatsoever.
I mean, I feel bad if anybody gets robbed. However,
But lesson learned.
I don't know what the
It was meant
particulars
to
are.
be. If you're gonna be that, you're in the Jets, bro.
Yeah.
You're basically a celebrity. So if you're gonna be a celebrity, you have. If you don't know already, you gotta learn. You gotta learn.
And then it's like, you calling this person, they're not answering you. That means you can't even track them down if you wanted to. You know what I mean?
He's gotta get insurance on all this stuff, man.
I'm sure he was insured, but the whole thing is like, if you're gonna be in my house and I ain't there, I know where your mama live, I know where your sister live, I know where your brother live, I know where your best friend at, I know where you work. I could find you if I needed to find you. Like, I could give the police information other than this is their phone number, this is what she look like.
Gotcha.
You know, I feel bad for him because he trusted, you know, he probably showed these women a lavish night. You know, he probably wined and dined them, treat them well.
He was a gentleman.
Right, he was a gentleman. And he opened up the door to his house.
But was he? I think we're just making too many assumptions on the situation.
And he plays for the Jets.
And?
So, Jets, let's go Jets.
New York.
Fucking Jets, man.
Fucking Jets.
Go Giants. How about that?
Now, hey, hold on. That's clearly gonna get deleted from this podcast.
Nah, just New York.
No, don't be a hater.
Not do this.
Yeah. So all right, so this is how it ends right here. This is the last part.
Oh baby.
Of the call.
He lucky I ain't get that call. I'd have been trying not to laugh.
I'm surprised they didn't take his phone and he can make a phone call.
That's probably, well, maybe he had more than one.
Yeah, there you go. This is my
He might be
landline.
calling on the house phone, right?
Yeah.
Since you said that you know the girls who did this, I need to get their description. Are they white, black, or Hispanic?
The girls, one is mixed, and they're both mixed.
Okay, their skin color, if an officer was to drive by, would they look more white, black, or Hispanic?
One will look more black, and the other one will look more.
Okay, the one that looks more black, how old is she?
23.
What was she wearing today?
I mean, when I left, she was in her bed. She was in the bed, not wearing clothes when she left. So I didn't see her when she, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay, and the other one you said she looked more Hispanic, is that correct?
Like, she looked more like, if anything, like, white or Hispanic, yes.
Oh, okay. How old is she?
She's 21.
And what was she last seen wearing today?
The same way. She was in the bed, too. Like, they didn't have clothes on. Yeah.
Oh, okay. What is her phone number?
So yeah, that was it.
No names. No, he didn't even
He don't know their names.
Yeah.
He don't know that. Listen, bro.
He slipped up, man.
No, you was dumb.
Yeah.
You left. You should have woke them broads up. Yo, get dressed. Here's some cash. Go get you some breakfast. I'll holler at you
It's
later.
time to go.
So you don't feel bad for that?
Not at all.
That's my dude. Like,
Not anymore.
Not at all.
I don't know anymore.
He had no information.
and you know what it is too? He sat out all of last year because he was holding out for a big contract. And I was like, wow, he's the smartest fucking player to ever, because no player ever does that. They play through the contract and they'll wait till they're a free agent. But he was like, if you're not going to give me the right amount of money, I'll sit out and I don't have to play football. And I was like, wow, what a brave, honorable thing to do it. Then I hear this audio and I kind of...
Because look what he's spending his money on.
I kind of lose, yeah.
He wanted the bigger
Nah,
contract.
he held
spent it
out.
on-
He did the right
on a bunch of
thing, and
thieves.
somebody juked his ass for
Sexy
it.
ass thieves.
Same thing.
At least he got
Naked,
some
just
pussy.
naked in my bed.
I hope it was worth $1 million.
You never left no one in your crib? Like,
Yeah.
but you trusted him,
but,
right?
Yeah, and like I had some history. I knew, like, if they left my crib, I knew where to find them. I knew on the block or in the neighborhood where they could be
This
found.
what I'm saying. Like,
And they needed me a lot.
like I was left in a guy's house one time, but one, I would never. That's just not me. I'm not robbing from anybody, but
I'm pretty sure he thought they wasn't robbing.
Really?
I mean, when he let them stay, what do you thought? He thought he wouldn't let them stay in
Living
his
in the
crib.
movies.
Yeah.
I don't know what he thought.
He did some movie stuff. He got 2 naked broads in his bed. He's just selling.
Yeah, he was probably working out
spending
like,
his money.
when I get back in the crib, I'ma smash again.
Yeah.
He got back home and said, "Where's my TV?"
Yep.
Oh fuck.
Not knowing that you're supposed to recycle the bitch. When you wake up, you're supposed to recycle them. You're not supposed to have the same bitch in your bed.
But he had 2 bitches.
It's disgusting. Yeah, no, but he had them overnight already. You're done with them. Recycle them.
Pretty much.
Get the new ones. You fucked up. Should have been kicked them out, like you said.
When I get up,
Yep.
you get up.
You gotta learn to recycle, folks. It's very
Nah.
important. It saves the world.
That should be a rule before you even spend the night. Listen, when I'm leaving, you're leaving.
Yep. New York City Recycle Program. The Jets should have been told him that.
Somebody should have told him
He
that.
hasn't played for the Jets yet. We just signed him. We signed him to a big contract.
Well,
But he's
move
spending
to the
his money.
Jets.
I guess
Y'all
that
done
was his
signed this
celebration.
dumbass. Like,
Yeah, man.
Lesson learned, though. It's all
Nah,
right.
we're gonna have a good year. Le'Veon's gonna show up. Remember his name, man, because I know
that's
you
all
got
right.
you
Next
guys.
girl that
there.
spends the night's gonna Nancy Kerrigan his ass. Like,
Oh, jeez.
no,
Jeez,
I'm
don't
just,
say that. Come on, man.
I'm not wishing that on him,
We
but
need
it's
a
like,
big. We
come
need a
on.
big year this year, man, from the
Go
Jets.
Le'Veon.
So.
Do you
Nah,
think?
like I
Yeah.
said, go Giants.
This was all the last of the demons, Le'Veon. You're gonna have a great year.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, congrats to him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
lesson learned.
lesson learned.
Hopefully your jewelry and all your stuff was insured. But I don't think you can insure clothes.
No, I don't think so.
You might have asked out on that
Oh,
one,
yeah.
but
Unless he's got like some robbery insurance.
well,
but-
maybe it was a joke's going wrong. Meaning, like, maybe he set the girls up to rob him so he could claim the insurance.
Oh, look at you, man, with the Columbo shit. Yeah.
Maybe.
But he sounded very convincing on the phone.
He
no?
sound like an idiot.
Yeah.
He sound
He was embarrassed. He was embarrassed. Nobody wants to get robbed.
Well, you should have just went straight to the precinct then. Like,
He
why
sounded very
call?
convincing, did he?
Yeah, well, yeah. He didn't want to sound stupid too, but yeah, he sounded
It
like a
didn't come
jackass,
across
yeah.
that way. He should have really sat down and planned that out. But he didn't sound like he was upset at all.
Maybe he did.
Yeah, he
like,
did.
oh,
Yeah.
Nah, he didn't sound upset to me.
sounded surprised. Like
He did sound like he was
like
a
I
tad
just got
shocked.
got. I got.
Yeah, like when you're that little kid, you know, and you do all the rules and you give the girl candy and you give her a card and she still don't like you.
Oh, and she kisses the other boy.
Yeah, and it's like, oh, what the fuck, man? Like, and now you're going home crying for no reason. It's like, damn, that's when you
Yeah.
start hating people. And yeah, so
He just
that's what
got
he went
got,
through. He
man.
just got and he just like his heart was broken to a
Well,
degree.
I bet you
His
he'll
dick
go
was
to their
broken,
house
something
next time. He ain't gonna have nobody come to his
That's
house.
hilarious.
And then you let them come to your house? Like, now they know where you live. Like, I don't know. I'm just really funny with stuff like that.
He was there. He'll be all right. He signed a big contract.
Well, I hope you got
if it was $1
security.
million, yeah, he'll be all right. He'll be all right. Let's go Jets.
Well, I hope he's in a gated community or something, because them
Let's go
bitches could
Jets.
come back.
Let's go
Like,
Jets.
You know, my friends, we love those jet skis.
Jets. Man,
Yes,
that's it.
Jets. Yes, when you're a jet all the way.
There you
Go Giants.
Jets. Let's go. Let's get into the Giants. What are you talking about? The Giants.
all right, so go Buffalo.
Get out of here. Let's get into the next Alejandro
Yeah,
joint.
this
This
one
is
this is one of his older joints that he had. It's called Romance. It's a play off this other song that he made called Blesser, and I guess the diehard Alejandro Aranda fans would understand what I'm saying. But I like this one because it shows his, like, I guess, radio pop side. If he was to release a radio pop song, I think this would be it.
okay. All right. And does he have an album? He's got a.
I think he's making something now because, like
He's
I
got
said, like
something
days
cooking?
ago something
All
was released.
I could
And
definitely. This is something I could
I'm
cruise
so
out
proud
to.
of the brother. But
Another acoustic joint.
no, this is why I wanted to flip this on
He
you.
said it was
I gonna say-
choppy.
yeah, this one.
Yeah, but you can make.
I want to show his
poppy,
range. Yeah, I want to show
Let's
a
go.
little bit
All
of
right.
range.
Let's
This
get
is called Romance.
Romance.
Scary Pool Party.
I don't love you no more. I don't care about you crying on the floor. I don't need you no more. I don't want you to love me no more. Say that you love me, turn around, then backstab me. Or the pain of forgiveness, even time couldn't fix this. I don't need this no more. There's no reason to keep going on. I can't take the sight of you in his arms. I don't love you no more. Say that you love me, turn around, then backstab me. Or the pain of forgiveness, even time couldn't fix this. tried to speak. Say that you love me, turn around and backstab me. Oh, the pain of forgiveness, even time couldn't fix this.
Romance. Yo, that was a good song. That's I think this might be my favorite artist spotlight right here.
Really?
Yeah, this might be my favorite artist spotlight.
I really wanted you. I brought
really
this guy out for you, really, because I wanted your opinion on it.
Yeah,
really.
no, I like this. This is I'm gonna definitely.
His story's amazing too, and he's a true talent, man.
That last song, I'm a big fan of. I like that a lot.
Yeah, I think that's his radio song per se. If he was to make a night, and it's still nice.
Like Ness said, he doesn't have the greatest voice, but the feeling. That's all I need is feeling. That's all I really need is feeling.
That's definitely something everybody can relate to. The song, the track was like it's easy listening.
Yeah,
man.
it's good.
It's real easy listening. You could bob your head, you could clean your house, you could drive out, rock out. Yeah.
Drive windows down.
It's a smooth track. You
on
can't
the Jackie.
That's when them songs make you feel like you could sing.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, nah, I ain't that talented though, but why not?
But it's, the arrangement was great. The production was good. I liked it a whole lot, man.
Yeah.
Good shit.
I look forward to this kid, man. I need you in my life, bro.
Good. So we got one more song from him, right? Coming up?
Yeah, I'm gonna actually play the latest track that he released officially after this win from American Idol and all this stuff. So,
but did he win American Idol?
Nah, he actually got second place.
Okay.
But we call that a win for the real artists because they do that on purpose, supposedly. So you're not, when you win first place, you're trapped into that American Idol contract, and you're forced to do a tour under their name and all this stuff. And so,
but he still got like the
place,
exposure.
Now you can do your own thing.
Yeah,
he's got a huge fan base now. Huge fan base.
That's amazing.
I'm so proud because I remember when I was listening to him, he was in the hundreds of views.
Now he's in the millions of views.
Yeah, he's doing thousands of millions. Yeah, he's scattered. It's beautiful, and he's very humble, very humble.
So we'll get back to him in a sec.
I bet you he won't let no broad spend the night though.
Tonight? Yeah. We'll get back into tonight. We're gonna get into.
Y'all missed that.
What you say?
Not that I bet you he won't let no broad spend the night. He nice and humble.
Right.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
Humble. Yeah, I don't think so.
You never know, man. That money gets the.
That's why Katy Perry said.
If a girl spends the night, he gonna know who the bitch was.
Yeah, and the family's gonna know, and you know.
It'll be his friend from like
interview the kid
preschool.
Because you could tell his upbringing is on some next stuff because he has like two people in the family crowd. Like when the family comes, it's literally like two people. It's like his aunt and his brother.
Okay.
So it's like classic. I want to hear his story.
Right.
Before the lady on audio cut out, he was about to give the phone number to those females. They can trace those numbers, right?
Them is burner phones.
You think they're burners? Yeah. So you think this whole thing was they schemed it out?
That was the police number.
I don't think. Yeah, I don't think he's a part of the scheme. That was just me with my investigation discovery brain.
Right. What's that? The first 48 or something? Yeah.
Not even, because that's not even on investigation discovery. Like, that's just some different stuff. But I just feel like they knew who he was. They scouted. They seen it. They played it. They got in there. Right. They probably didn't even think they was gonna get in there, and they did what they did. And it's like, yo, deuces, you got this pussy. It was worth $1 million.
Well, definitely, we'll never forget that pussy.
Oh,
that was $1 million box right there.
Yeah.
Please, if he was in Hollywood, them bitches is in Texas right now.
Imagine how much he already paid for it already.
What's in the box?
What's in the box?
$1 million, motherfucker. So yo, let's turn to this. This was a segment that I got a lot of feedback from, and I want to revisit this, and people really enjoyed this. This is rapid fire questions. We're gonna turn the dial. I'm gonna shoot questions at both of you. You guys give me your feedback. I'll give you mine as well. All right. All right. So let's turn the dial. I found myself watching And I don't know. Anytime this fucking movie's on, TBS runs it all the time. Pretty in Pink. I have guilty pleasures in life, and I want to know if you guys got any guilty pleasures. This is one of mine where if it's on, you know, if there's not a game on, I'm just gonna leave. I'm gonna leave it on the TV and just watch fucking
Pretty in Pink. Molly Ringwald.
Molly Ringwald's Pretty in Pink.
I think I might have watched that movie once.
Once? Only one time?
And I don't even think I watched the whole
Get
thing.
out of here.
Like, there's a lot of 80s movies that I did not see. Like, I never watched Uncle Buck.
Why, you couldn't relate? You just didn't like them?
You didn't like
It just wasn't my zhuzh back then.
So what movie, though? Like,
you don't have no guilty pleasure? Like movies that you watch and you're
Pretty in
like...
Pink is a good one. Like, if I see it on, you know, I'll leave it on.
I mean,
like
guilty
any 80s
pleasures.
joint, really.
I guess.
It's not something you shit like, you're like, damn,
I'm a little embarrassed about.
Yeah, like, yeah.
Man, that's a good one. Like, there was this weird thing, man. The Hug-a-Bunch.
Hug-a-Bunch.
If I see that shit, I'll watch.
Hug-a-Bunch.
See, that's a obscure 80s toy that was a cartoon. Lily, shout out to Lily Trochet. She knows what I'm talking. She's the only one. A lot of people don't know what I'm talking about, but basically, it's like some gayish kind of Care Bears shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And how can you get more gay than Care Bears, right? Yeah, that's the Hug-a-Bunch. So anyway, I see anything like Care Bears. I love Care Bears, bro. I like the Funshine Bears. Been my favorite. So yeah, secretly, like, you know, if I'm skimming through the channels and maybe Care Bears come on, or I search YouTube, you know, Hug-a-Bunch or whatever, and somebody walking in the apartment, I'm changing that shit real quick, bro. Yeah, I'm changing that shit real quick. But I love the Care Bears still. And Hug-a-Bunch.
What about you know, like, what, any music? Like,
I like really old white music.
Like Flock of Seagulls type of shit?
Like the Eagles, Journey.
Nah, but the Eagles is
Fleetwood Mac and stuff.
I love Fleetwood Mac. Like Stevie Nicks. Like shit that just...
She just got inducted into the rock. Yeah,
she
but Stevie
did.
Nicks was
She got
cool,
inducted
though.
twice. She was the only female that got
yeah.
inducted. Right, but see, that's cool to y'all. Like, I'm used to dating, like, hood niggas. Like,
exactly.
DMX and MOP. And you can't be bumping Dreams by Fleetwood Mac. They gonna look at you like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Man,
like, I remember when I was on my George Michael kick, like maybe right before he passed away, like a couple weeks before he passed away, and the person I was with at the time came in the room like, why are you listening to this sad shit? I'm like, but that's never mind.
Oh, shoot.
Like, I would love to go to the Maroon 5 concert, and I think there's only one person that would probably go with me.
Oh man,
that wouldn't judge me.
I'll go with you. I mean, I'm, you know, we're
that's
together.
That's y'all don't count. Like, but coming from like growing up trying to just be black.
I know.
It was rough. It was rough for me.
Then you told me that you found out you were Spanish too, right? Is this?
I didn't find out I was Spanish.
Didn't you? You said that. Let's clap it up, man. She found out. Come on.
Yeah, that's the slaves got it.
No.
We're gonna say Boricua. All right.
No,
so
we're
let's
not gonna say. I'm not repping that.
Selena's one of mine.
Oh, the movie Selena?
Nah, the music, and I got caught out there at work because I play at work sometimes when the boss leaves. I play music, and I have like the thumbs up, you know, the thumbs up, and they make a radio station out of it. It's Pandora.
Right.
So everything I liked, you know, they'll replay it like a greatest hits thing.
Gotcha.
Then also, so I'm doing my thing, you know, you just probably heard some DMX, probably heard some Tribe Called Quest. And then all of a sudden you hear, Carabes, bitty bitty bum bum. I'm like, I ran to the phone real quick. I don't listen to this shit. No, this is an accident. Fuck you, Pandora. Fuck that shit.
That's great.
So yeah, you just reminded me of that. Yeah, Selena.
But I really like old. I like old white music.
The movie, nah, I get too excited because I'm a big Jennifer Lopez. You know me.
Right. And no, and I didn't. I'm not, and I'm not repping for Boricua. I realized.
All right, let's turn it down right now.
Blood.
Right,
no, you're not gonna cut me off
now.
Fuck y'all. How about that? Fuck you in particular, Chaz. Wait, don't stop the show now. Let's keep it moving. Turn it down, motherfucker.
What are you drunk texting over there? What are we doing?
No, I'm waiting for her to shut the fuck up.
I'm not shutting the fuck up. I'm waiting for you to. Next topic, please.
Public restrooms.
I don't use them.
They could be the greatest, or they could be what, the worst.
Yeah, they always seem like car washes to me because they're wet all the time. They're always wet. Everything is
like
fucking wet.
Right?
The walls is wet. There's puddles on the floor. The sinks are wet. It's like somebody goes in there and just destroys the sink and just fucking throws water everywhere.
It might be homeless people washing
they're taking a bath and stuff. Yeah. That's the only public restroom. And then you start hovering. Oh man, I had more guts when I was a kid.
Wait, you said hovering? So you shit in public bathrooms?
That's the only reason why you would use a public bathroom is when you have to.
No, you don't what? You don't piss in them?
Well, I've pissed in them because I had to, but I've also shat in them.
Yeah.
You
Now
know?
shat. When you say the word shat,
Yeah, I love that
because
word.
a lot of people say that when they're talking about public restrooms. Because
Yeah.
you're not going to your own private bathroom. I shat in there. You know, you got to go take a shit or.
I think shat is just the past tense for shitting.
Right.
You know.
Well,
Yeah,
what
that makes
about-
sense.
Then you know I don't like taking a shit.
But nobody likes taking the shit.
Well, I don't want anyone to take my shit. Shout out to George Carlin.
How
You
did
don't
this
take a shit, you leave a shit.
Right.
Yeah, go ahead.
True.
Have you been
What
in
do you
one
say?
where you seen feces on the wall?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I'm
do you,
biased
right.
to this situation.
How do you how does that occur? Do you think?
Either they missed.
Because I had a theory that they had to go so bad,
Oh, like projectile?
right? That when they got to they finally got there and
I don't know.
they right when they pulled down that it just shot out. That's the only.
Oh, they bent over and said, "Plow!"
Right.
I
They
mean-
couldn't even sit down yet.
Could have. Or
Jesus
they could have wiped and got it on their hand and then touched the wall. I really don't know. Like my days of cleaning public restrooms, thank God, are over. Hopefully, I don't ever have to do it again in life. But yeah, I've seen some shit, some shitty shit.
Literally.
Seriously. What's the worst thing you seen?
Oh God.
You ever seen like I thought I saw a fetus, not a fecal mat, but I thought it was like a bloody.
You said a fetus, bro?
Yeah, like
He thought he saw a
like an
miscarriage.
abortion?
like a miscarriage kind of thing. It
Oh,
was really
Lord
like
Jesus. Oh,
bloody and.
You know what's
it
funny?
was-
I don't catch that too often.
No, this was
fetuses too often.
just one time.
No, but what I'm saying is like when I was doing the bathroom thing, I never seen like really bloody messes.
No.
It was just mainly just like weird places that you find shit.
Did you feel like the women make more of a mess than men?
I've seen that sometimes.
No, not where I was. Not where I was. Like, thankfully, where I was, it was like the female's bathroom was like the country club. Like,
Oh,
I had
nice.
a guy come to me and complain because he was like, "It's so fucking clean in there." And I'm like, "Well, it's the women's room." And he was just like, "You take better care of the female's room." I'm like, "No, it's just they don't leave messes the way y'all do." But in his defense, where I was stationed, it was like right off the highway. So I would have a lot of cabs that would come. There was a homeless guy that lived there.
So you seen some nightmares there then too.
I've seen.
There was a lot of
Listen,
people
the
coming off
funniest was one morning I came to work, and the door was legit open, like popped off the hinge. Like somebody had to use the bathroom so fucking bad they broke the door down to get in the bath. The bathroom was legit. It was locked still. The door was hanging, and you could legit crawl in. And I was just like, wow.
Well, I shat in the fucking handball court one day.
In the middle of it?
Yeah. Well, no, in the corner. I had some respect so they could still play handball.
Yeah, just except
Yeah.
if the ball
I think I
bounced
was
in
like
your
14
shit.
or 15. I was like 2 in the morning. I was walking. I had this shit so bad. And of course, you guys don't have the bathrooms open at that time because people will get raped. But so yeah, I did what I had to do. There was Sunday's newspaper was in the trash. I took that.
Good God.
Yeah. I shat on the fucking.
was
Why were you
That's
out
like,
at 2:30 in the morning?
I was yeah.
You know what? This
I was a
Let's
very
Turn the
adventurous
Dial
kid.
segment is not what it's supposed to be. We have turned it into something else today.
So
Yeah, I gotta get. Yeah, you guys gotta
We
get
need
my
to just
stories.
call it something else. Rando stories. How about that?
Okay.
This isn't Let's Turn the Dial. This is random stories.
Yeah, because we're going on real long with this. Do you have this problem when you go into the restrooms and the guys are standing like 6 feet from the urinal?
Oh yeah.
You got to see everybody.
They're showing off their shit.
Yeah.
And it's like I don't like. I was at a public restroom yesterday, and I don't understand. They got these new fucking urinals that they look like bowls of fancy, like something that you eat food out of, and it forces you to stand back. These fancy. I don't know if you've seen them. I don't know how to explain it. It's some new futuristic stuff, right? So it forces
So the
you to
urinal
stand back,
sticks out.
and you have to. And all I see in both corners of my eyes is a guy just frivolously shaking the shit out of there. Is that what happens? Is that what happens? Like, I don't even
They would
see your
spin
penis,
drying
but I
it.
see you like, like they're both conducting an orchestra and they're doing the percussion section, like, then the right side, and I'm just like, oh, am I the only normal guy who just holds his cock? These things just beat the fuck out of it like it's a snake that they're trying to bring it, like,
the only thing,
like they're trying to wake a sleeping snake.
The only thing that I would say that would freak me out is like, why do guys, when they're about to go use the bathroom, they pull their dicks out before they get to the urinal? Like, I've seen many random dicks at work.
You're just trying to get it prepared.
Oh, why? Like, you might be walking into something. Oh,
it might be
you
hard
know
to
what's
take
funny?
out
Another
sometimes.
funny story happened. I was working.
We gotta turn the dial.
No. This is random stories now. This isn't Let's Turn It Down.
Hold on.
No. You gotta hear this.
We'll edit.
I legit saw a drunk Mexican piss on somebody.
Oh, that's cool.
I think it was July 4th, if memory serves. The guy had to go to the bathroom so bad. The other guy was coming out the bathroom, and he already had it locked and loaded, and he pissed.
Because he's going to piss on the door. Yeah, or the thing, yeah.
Why?
It
like,
happens. You got to do what you got to do.
That's just crazy. All right,
That's a good
so
topic.
next
All right, let's turn it down. A few days ago was the anniversary of Michael Jackson's death.
Oh, yeah.
Right, what was it, the 25th?
No,
10th
they
anniversary.
said 10th.
Yeah, June 25th.
Yeah, June 25th.
June 25th, 10 years.
I don't know how this came to me, but you think if MJ didn't record the album Thriller, that he would still be alive to this day? If Thriller doesn't exist at all, there's no Thriller, so he doesn't have that level of stardom. The moonwalk isn't created. The merge between Eddie Van Halen and that rock and R&B.
You mean basically you're asking if he never grew as an artist?
No, because he grew from.
No, you're trying to say like
hold on,
Thriller's The Wrinkle in Time.
He grew from he had
off the
from
wall.
being he grew from being that that kid pop artist to becoming the off the wall artist, which is my favorite album. And so it goes off the wall to bad, and there's no Thriller. And so he doesn't get how many millions did it sell? 50,
That's a very good point.
59 million copies or something like that?
That's a very interesting question.
So
Like, imagine you skip Thriller altogether, you go
skip
straight
Thriller,
to bad.
so there's no moonwalk, there's no Beat
trademark
It,
glove.
there's no trademark glove, there's no short,
There's no Billie Jean hat.
there's no Thriller music video, which is 17-minute music video, whatever. All that stuff doesn't exist. It goes off the wall to bad. Is he still alive to this day?
No.
He's still gonna die.
Yeah, because he was doing shit for the kids and like trying to help peoples and all that. And I think that's what ultimately killed him. And he was still investing into artists that the distributors, BMG, and all these other guys like even the mob, that still wanted, they wanted his catalog. So there were like so many reasons to kill the guy.
You're coming from the conspiracy thing,
That's true. I can't help it. I can't help it.
No, well, you're trying to say that Thriller was the wrinkle in time that would have changed the outcome of his life.
You're saying his fame is what killed him.
I think I think that level of star for anybody. I think if you just can't. You can't be that popular. You can't be that person.
Regardless if Thriller existed or not, he was still well off. He still had millions. He still had the crazy fan base. He still would have built Neverland. He still would have done all of it.
When did he buy Neverland? It was after Thriller, right?
Yeah.
So he needed the money to buy. He couldn't buy it with the off the wall money because off the wall only sold 5 million, 6 million.
Yeah.
Well, if Bad had studio success.
Bad had good success. It was for some time. It was like the second biggest
best-selling album. Yeah, it was. Yeah, that's true.
I don't know, man. I think that album killed him. I don't know why I thought of that question, but I wanted your feedback and also your feedback on it. So you're saying he still dies? He still dies.
He still dies because of his humanitarianism. Yeah.
Yeah, and you're saying he still dies.
I still think he would have passed away anyway.
Yeah. All right. Let's turn it down. Phone addiction. Any of you two guys got phone addiction? Like, are you constantly like?
I caught myself, and so what I try to do consciously is I literally either leave my phone in the other room just charging, and I go cook, and I go stay busy for a couple of hours. Try to.
What's the longest you've been on your cellular?
Like straight
device? Yeah.
Whoa.
2 hours.
Yeah, easily 3 hours. Yeah, when it got bad, man. But I'm not as bad as other people. But who knows what that level could be, man. But Yeah, no, that shit's disgusting. You
I
gotta
found
conscious.
myself constantly looking at it. So last week I bought a jigsaw puzzle. I started a jigsaw puzzle.
Nice.
Okay.
I just kind of just put the phone away, and I've just been doing this jigsaw puzzle, which it's like 1,000 pieces, and I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to complete it. But I found myself just scrolling, constantly scrolling, and constantly doing things. What about you? You think you have cell phone addiction?
Yeah, because my phone is it's like a computer. Like, if I want to look something up, I got my phone. If I want to do something, I grab my phone. If I want to...
What's the longest you've been on it for?
I don't know. It all
You think
depends.
you crushed like 4 hours straight?
Probably, yeah.
5?
I doubt 5.
You doubt 5?
Yeah, you
Me
know,
staying up
it's
for
done.
longer than 4 hours in one shot is just not
Who said,
typical.
Bill Burr, he said it on his podcast. He was like, yo, he decided to like, he just left his phone alone one day and he hung out with the fellas. He went to the bar, all
That's
that shit.
awesome.
He left it for like
That's
5 or
awesome.
6 hours. And he's like during the first 3 hours, he's freaking out. Because
got
he's like,
it,
what
yeah.
the hell am I missing?
No.
You always feel like you're missing something.
I don't, like, my
absolutely
phone is
right.
dead right now.
Let me ask you a question. When you first wake up, you look at your phone, correct?
Yeah, my alarm is on my phone.
Okay, what's the first site you usually go to?
The first site that I go to?
Yeah, whatever.
App or whatever.
Like, what's the first thing you look up when
The
you...
weather.
The weather, okay. What about you? When you first look at
Same
it?
thing. I do
Same
the same
thing?
fucking thing. But I think that's our generation, though. You know, I know people, the first thing they do is check Instagram to see how many likes they fucking got.
That's
You
the
know
thing
what I
that
mean?
I was just
No,
going to say.
I work
always,
outside, so...
My routine is I always check my emails.
No, I don't check my
Yeah, I
emails.
check my
Old school
emails.
stuff.
Yeah, I'm constantly looking at my emails.
But the phone is just, it's way too informative. Like, I don't know, I look at the phone. Well, my phone is always on Do Not Disturb. So if you're not one of my contacts, you're not going to reach me anyway. But, it's like, you know, check your emails. I check the email to see if I have regular mail coming. Like, it's
That's
just...
hilarious.
Yeah.
I just use my phone for like that's my radio player. That's my boombox.
Oh, yeah, listen
That's
to
it.
music, too.
That's all I try to use it for.
Right.
People get mad because I don't check my emails. Because I don't catch up on
Well,
people's
you know what?
texts
I don't
and
check my
whatnot.
voicemails very often.
Yeah, I'm really bad. Like, as in keeping contact and doing what everyone else does, I'm really bad at that. You know, and that's the whole thing. Like, back in the day, if you missed out on somebody or you didn't hear from somebody from a while, that was normal. It was okay. Now, if you don't answer
Yeah.
someone's text in a certain
Yeah.
amount of time, people take it personally. You're ignoring them. You're this. You're that. I'm like, yo, this is just crazy. I don't like
Some days you're legit just fucking busy.
it. Yeah, I just.
Right.
And some days, my problem, I just legitly forget. I got so much shit going on. The last thing I'm thinking about is a message that I got, you know, like
2
fucking-
days ago,
Yeah, I just can't. That's why I'm not important to you then. You couldn't answer me right then and there. Yeah, this the
Maybe
kind
I
of shit
couldn't
get.
answer you. Like, I drive literally,
Dude,
I
I'm
want to say
dealing with sick
15
people
hours a
every
day.
I forget shit, okay?
Like, I'm not always just on the phone. Like, some days I just don't feel like being bothered. Like,
You think you guys could do a day without it?
I have.
One day, 24 hours.
I
Oh,
did.
yeah, I would love to, actually.
I've done
Yeah.
I
it.
would love that challenge.
When'd you do it?
No, I would love to take it. Like,
you'd
if
love
someone
to
be
take
like,
it. What
yo,
about when you said you've done it before? When'd you do this?
On my day off one time, my kids were going and I just shut the shit off.
You turned it off, and where'd you put it? In your drawer?
Nah, I just left it on the table. I just shut it off.
And you weren't tempted, or...
I was watching TV, sleeping, eating. Some days I camp out and I just don't want to be bothered with people. And people take it way personal. Like, depending on, you know, who it is, they come, oh my God, I haven't heard from you. No, I'm not dugging you. I just need a day for me.
Jesus Christ.
Let's do it.
Yeah, what's the next Alejandro joint?
Holy shit. This one I wasn't even going to originally pick, but since I was getting ready for the podcast, and literally right before my eyes, there was God. Nah, anyway, on YouTube, it just announced that he just released like an official like kind of Evo video, and I guess it's a remake a professional studio version of a song called Tonight.
Tonight.
So I just want to promote him a little bit, you know? So this is, I
man,
guess you
this
could say
is-
his latest single, or his first single after American Idol.
I don't gotta hear the third one. This is my favorite artist. I mean, we only had like 4 or 5 or whatever it is, but this is my favorite artist.
Para mi
Right
gente.
here, man. Good job.
Para mi gente.
Definitely
Good
good
guy.
job.
Yeah.
And right after we get into the song, we're gonna get into the prank call from Who the fuck was it that I said earlier?
Victor Clemente or something?
Vincent Demayo. Yeah, we'll get into the Vincent
Oh, something.
the Vincent Demayo audio. So, but here's first, Alejandro, what's it called?
Tonight.
Tonight.
And baby, I need you to find out where we both went so wrong. I'm trying my best to work out the words you told me. You're wrong. I see and I want and I need to. I see and I want and I need to. I see and I want and I need to. I see and I want and I need to. Maybe we're done here. Let's call it the worst year that we had. But maybe it's not that bad. I pick up your phone and see them. Oh, you're leaving me out. It hurts. And you're wrong. I see and I want and I need to. I see and I want and I need to. I see and I want and I need to. I see and I want and I need to. Every time you drink, you come over. Never like to talk when you're sober. I can't really tell that your quieties, your anxieties are making you scared. Holding you there. I wish you cared the way I do tonight. You're wrong. I see. I need tonight. I see and I want. I need tonight. I see and I want and I need tonight. I see and I want. You're wrong. I see and I want and I need tonight. I see and I want and I need tonight. I see and I want and I need tonight. I see and I want and I need to. I see and I want and I need tonight. I see and I want and I need to. I see and I want and I need tonight. I see and I want and I need to.
Yes, my wife just found out about a week and a half ago she's pregnant. She wants to get an abortion. So I was wondering how I go about that.
Is she there?
No, she's not here at the moment. She got upset. She left the house because I was trying to, do it the old-fashioned way. So she left, and she's at her sister's house right now.
Mm-hmm. I'm not quite sure I know what you mean by the old-fashioned way. But what?
Well,
you asked.
Well, just to get rid of it, But
Okay.
so how would I do it the way she wants to do it?
I think probably she should come in and speak with a counselor because we don't provide abortions here.
You don't?
Educate, no. And we also provide ultrasounds just to even see if she has a viable pregnancy. Most pregnancies in the first trimester, there's about 25% of pregnancies in the first trimester end on their own.
She's pregnant. She's puking all over the floor.
I understand that, but
yeah.
sometimes those pregnancies don't hold. 25% terminate on their own.
All right.
And that
So
to verify it, we can do an ultrasound. We can give her some counseling.
Counseling?
And then, she can take it from there.
Counseling about what, though?
All the options. All of her options.
All the options, whether it's like what did they use? Like it's like a vacuum type thing.
Right. We talk about all the different methods. Of abortion.
Vacuum. There's the coat hanger. My way was going to be kicking her down the stairs, but she went to her sister's about that.
You know what? I think you need to tell your wife to call us, and I really think you need to be very, very careful because it sounds to me like you're threatening another human being.
No. She was didn't take it, as a threat. It would be to whatever's inside of her we don't want.
But she left to go to her sister's because you wanted to kick her down the stairs.
Well, she wanted to talk to her sister about it.
Okay.
To get an opinion,
Yeah. Well, I really would like to speak with
I'm
your wife.
I'm totally against domestic violence, but if there's a kid in the house, then there might be some domestic violence. So I got to get rid of this thing. I got to figure out which way to go about it. That's why I figured I'd call you.
Okay. Well, we're not going to be able to help you with that, but I would like to speak to your wife and be able to maybe talk about her concerns. So feel free to give her our phone number.
To talk about which way to go about it, to get rid of it?
Whatever she wants to do, we're going to talk about that.
Oh, she wants to get rid of it. You're not going to try and convince her to keep it, are you?
We're going to educate her on all the options, and then she's going to make a final decision.
No. We got to get rid of this fucking thing. No way.
Okay. I really can't do anything for you. She needs to call us herself.
All right, well, I can't give you your phone number because you're going to try and talk her out of getting an abortion.
I said we would give her all the information she needs to make an informed decision. You don't have to give her our phone number. That's completely up to you. I'm saying I can't help you. She's the one that's pregnant.
Right. So
okay.
I guess me and her will discuss it, and then, it's only like, 5 or 6 steps. She's not going to get hurt too bad. So we'll discuss that, and I'll probably, just kick her down the stairs, and we'll get rid of this little thing. All right? Hello.
Oh, he ruined that woman's night. Oh, that woman is traumatized.
She's concerned, yeah.
She's done.
It's Abortion Advice by Vincent Demayo.
There was some funny lines in that one, man.
Yeah.
I mean, it's hard to laugh at that nowadays with this PC stuff going on, but I can definitely dig it.
He said the old-fashioned way.
Some of the comedy stuff I was talking about earlier, where in certain prank phone calls, I feel a little bad because now that woman is dead ass going home.
She's gonna be concerned.
It's not like he's calling her back, being like, "Yo, that was just a joke. Right. I don't want you to have nightmares tonight." Nah, he's not calling her back.
Well, hopefully she I don't know.
She needs a break right now. She's smoking a cigarette.
I hope she hears the prank phone call.
No, they have to get approval, so they call them back and they.
You think?
Yeah, they have to. No, they have to. They have to. Unless it's an incoming call. If it's an incoming call, you don't need the approval.
Oh, nice. I didn't know these things.
Yeah.
We got to get back on our prank call stuff, bro.
Yeah.
We got to have some fun with that.
Right. And what was the Alejandro was amazing also.
Called Tonight. That's his latest single.
Tonight.
Yeah, that reminded me. It's like a nice, smooth. I don't know. It has like an 80s feeling to it.
Yeah, he should name his album Cruising Music.
Yeah, it's just cruising.
Yeah, it's
like that good. Smokey Robinson song.
Cruising. Let's go cruising. Yeah. How'd you like
Quiet Storm.
I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed the artist. Like I'm looking forward to hearing more stuff from him.
Oh man, I'm good. I wasn't sure if you guys were gonna like it or not.
Nah, man, that's grade A right there. That's grade A. I like good music. That's all I like is good music.
He'll probably do big things.
That's all I like is
very,
good music.
very, very big things. But it always bugged me out, like when you hear artists that are so young singing about some of the things that they're singing about. It's like, did you experience this? Did you make it up? Or like, how are you getting these stories to tell?
I mean, you could make it up.
You could, but
the Diana Ross story was made up. And they said she grew up in the projects or some stuff like that, but she actually grew up in an upper middle class family across the street from the projects. Motown's known for that, making up stories and whatnot. Like they made Michael Jackson younger than what he was.
Well, they do that to a lot of artists still.
Yeah.
Still to this day, they do that to a lot of artists. But it's like, artists like Sam Smith and
Why do
Adele,
artists-
like they sing all this deep relationship stuff, and you're like 20, like,
Yeah.
were you doing this in high school? Like, what's
yeah, but
going
that
on?
goes to like when I don't know when Stephen King writes a novel, he didn't do all that crazy shit. He just made the shit up.
Hopefully.
That's true.
You know, so that's I don't know. Artists get musical artists get looked at like it has to be.
You're
lot
right,
of hip hop
they don't have
artists
to.
do
They
that
don't have
too.
to write
Especially
their
in
own
hip-hop,
music.
yeah.
In
Yeah.
hip hop, that was real big. It was like, yo, everything that Mob talks about, they went through. That's
Well,
something
I
they
still
went
believe
through,
in that
and-
to a degree. Like, just
Yeah.
don't be popping off shit. You know,
Right.
you got to be careful. Like, real artists should be checked. Like, if you're talking all this gang stuff, you might get checked. You just don't. There's certain things you shouldn't make up. Like, it's just not healthy.
But why is that? Why can't a hip hop artist make stuff up if they want? What about Johnny Cash? Johnny
It's
Cash.
like the authenticity of
Johnny
it.
Cash
you
always
know?
went into, you know, he talked about cocaine. He talked about shooting. He talked about shooting his girl. Remember, Cocaine Blues. Yeah. He didn't really kill her.
Did people see it like he was doing it, or did they see it like he was speaking for those people? You know, I think it's
The
a little
song
different.
Early one morning.
Yeah.
while
No, I know the
making
song
my
very well.
rounds.
I'm a big Johnny Cash
Yeah,
guy.
definitely.
But I'm wondering, how did the people at that time, because everything's a time frame thing.
Right.
Everything's during the times. And did they look at it as a guy just telling a story, like a country kind of Western thing? Or did they look at like, damn, this guy really did this shit, he's crazy?
Well,
I
hopefully
think
they looked at it
more
like
as
a guy
story.
telling a story. But it's like certain genres of music are known more so for storytelling. Like, if you listen to the blues, most of the people who sung the blues, they lived what they sung about. So they might exaggerate or drag it here or there. But like, when you listen to some country songs, you know country, most of that is just made up shit.
Stories.
The
Yeah, there's stories
country.
like
Yeah.
folklore. You know what I mean? I guess that's the difference, like with the genres of music. Like when you look at a hip hop artist, or I shouldn't even say a hip hop artist. When you look at like a straight rapper, hardcore rapper, or whatever,
They're usually telling
they're
their
usually
story.
telling their stories.
Yeah.
So you look to the authenticity as that person of a person. You know what I
Usually,
mean?
Yeah, it's kind of
Usually.
saturated now.
Yeah, now it's different.
I mean, you can have a slick Rick guy. You can have
What
someone
if
who can
the
tell a
guy
story.
is like he's the observer of what's going on, so it's not necessarily his story, but this was what was around. This is what was going on.
No, I get that too, but a lot of
Like
times
Biggie
you'll have an
Smalls.
artist sit there and they say, I sold crack, I sold
see,
this,
that
I
bothers me
did that.
because they're perpetrating a fraud because they're making more money off of.
Because there's somebody out there
pretending.
that's really believing that they actually lived that particular
Did it,
life.
yeah.
Instead of them, you know, like I was on the corner watching da 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 da. You know what I
Right,
mean?
right.
It just changes it
And
up.
for some reason, hip hop is the only music.
Hip hop is the
Right.
only music where
There's a lot of only hip hop
Yeah, it's
things.
frowned upon.
hip hop is frowned upon when you. Yeah, and then when you don't write your rhymes, like other music, you could have a ghostwriter, you could have.
Right. That's why they're
somebody
trying to
write
get rid
for
of it
you,
now
you
with all this
know,
bad music and all these ghostwriters. Like they don't.
Right.
I don't know if the kids care anymore.
No, they're
Yeah.
just trying to make their money,
Yeah.
which I can get.
And it was something totally different in the sense there was a certain amount of respect that came with that. Now no one gives a, no one cares no more.
Right. So that's the episode for today, man. We're at the 1 hour and 15-minute mark. So
Yeah, check out
that's-
Alejandro. He's on tour.
Yo, Alejandro is a dope
Scary Pool
artist,
Party.
man. That was a good artist spotlight. That's what it's about, though, right there.
Good seeing you guys. I
Yeah.
can't wait for the next episode. We got some
Yeah.
more great artist spotlights. We're gonna have cats coming in the studio
we're
performing
finally,
live.
we
Oh
got
yeah,
'em.
shout out the website.
Yeah.
What was it?
The website, Your Conscious at gmail.com.
Yeah. The email, man. Send us a line. Give us a
Yeah.
question. Let us know what you think. All of the above.
Definitely.
Non-filtered. Your conscience.
Check us out. We got a YouTube page.
And then we got the YouTube nonsense, right?
You set it up.
You the one who set it up. What
Your
is
nonsense for your conscience.
it? Yeah. And you can leave a comment. There's a few
Yeah, just
comments
look
on
that
there.
up.
We got
And
one
guys
video
like
that got over
YA
1,000
folks, like,
views.
figure it out. Yeah, that's true, man. I don't know how this is happening. People really like us. I can't believe it.
So that's podcast episode 4. Cheeks, Shots, NES.
I love y'all.
We'll talk to y'all soon.